Some people get caught up in the illusion of something happening so much that they fail to see the reality of it not happening. Let me explain. You ever had one of those girls in your life try to tell you that they're gonna sick their boyfriend on you from a situation that sparked because she did something stupid? And then you do your little research and all that, trace an IP address or two, and you find out the boyfriend lives all the way in fucking Mississippi or Texas or whatever the fuck, and y'all both living there all on the West Coast. You know what I mean? It's just, how are you going to threaten me, you know what I'm saying, with somebody? Like, how are you going to threaten me with harm from somebody that lives, I don't know, what, like thousands of miles away? I guess we could say that. You know. Yeah, how you gonna threaten me with somebody that lives 1,000 miles? Like, how the fuck that work? I need you to explain that one to me. Now, this is something that happened when I was a lot younger. Like, I'm 32 now. This happened in like the early 2000s, bro. I was like in high school then. This is when MySpace and all that was still jumping off. So this was back when people did them outlandish backdrops for their MySpace page. Like, them shits look like old Master P No Limit covers, album covers, like them. See, if you wasn't around for that time, y'all don't know. Like, y'all don't know about Tom's MySpace. Y'all got Justin Timberlake's MySpace right now. Like, Justin Timberlake actually bought MySpace from Tom. See, Tom's MySpace was on like some whole ahead of his time type shit. Justin Timberlake's MySpace is trying to reform itself into something socially acceptable. Because to be honest, it's not socially acceptable to say that you got a damn MySpace these days. It's just not. Like, you say you got MySpace, shit. But to get on Facebook, that's better get on YouTube, you better get on Twitch, you better get on TikTok. Fuckers on MySpace in 2021. Literally, that's how people gonna think. Because it's just not socially acceptable, because the people who are adults now, we had our time and we had our fun with MySpace. And a lot of stupid shit happened on MySpace. I'm not gonna front. Trying to hit up girls in the DM that you thought lived near you. What was the time? But anyway, going back to what I originally was talking about, you can't get so caught up in the illusion of what you want to happen that you fail to pay attention to the reality of what's not happening. This is how people get caught up in stupid shit. For example, you have people who honestly keep getting caught up in the illusion of gambling, right? They get caught up in the illusion of gambling. Next thing you know, the reality of them losing their house, losing their car, hasn't hit them yet that maybe you need to stop doing this. If it's getting to the point where your ass is betting a house, literally, you betting on a house, like literally, you betting on a car, like literally, excuse me, then maybe it's time to, stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it's just time to just stop. You know what I'm saying? Maybe gambling ain't the thing for you. And it's okay. It's okay. There's too many money-making opportunities out there that are virtually easy to where you don't have to throw your whole life savings away, plus the house that your kids staying in, or even if you don't have any kids that you're staying in. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just dumb. You have, by far, the most ignorant generation in today's society. it's like I want so bad to give the generation of today a 50-50 split, because I understand that what gets pushed out there is a lot less than what than what it appears to be. But the reality is, it might be a higher percentage than what than that 50. I'm pretty sure, because you got people who are easily persuaded. I said that like an Italian, persuaded, like an Italian, like I'm trying to say Italian bread, or Bertolli, a pizza, a pepperoni, a slice of here, a slice of there, and a little bit of ranch. Nah, but you know, when it gets to the point where you're putting too much emphasis on the illusion, if I just bet one more, I feel it. I can see them motherfuckers that be feeling it. They're the people that you need to drag away from the table. The people that be like, I'm feeling it, just one more bet. Come on, I got everything. That's when you get that crackhead addiction. That's when you at crackhead levels, and everybody needs to put a wet blanket over you, beat the hell out of you, and drag you out that building for your own sake. Even when speed racer, even when it gets to the point where you have guys who are trying to talk to girls that aren't interested in them, but a miracle happens and a girl starts talking to them, and she's just using them for whatever. Now, everybody else on the outside of that situation notices her trifling ass, but he's so caught up in the illusion that this is real, you're ignoring the fact that she's taking all your money. She's hanging out with other boys at times when y'all supposed to be kicking it. Like, you just, you know what I'm saying? The majority of us men, we've been through that. Hell, even females, you know what I'm saying? Y'all been through that. Y'all had dudes, you know what I'm saying, getting you for that cookie, as we call it, that cookie, that sweetness. Dudes be getting you for that, and because y'all be getting so enticed and so happy at the fact that a guy actually wants to spend time with you, you don't even understand what type of time he on. Have you looked at your watch? That's a metaphor. Anyway, it's just people want what they can't obtain, and that is perfection. Now, what is perfection? That's subjective, because what's perfect to me isn't perfect to you. But there's a universal understanding on what perfection is. It's not really variable, but it's people that do have their own perceptions of perfection. If we're talking about individual thought, you know what I mean? So, but there's always a universal truth. There's always one, the truth is always going to be one. It's only one truth, period. And that's undisputed. For those of us who watch WWE, I came this close. Well, you can't see my hand, but imagine just squeezing your finger and your thumb, your index finger and your thumb together. I came that close to doing the Undisputed Era stance. For those of us who watch WWE NXT. I don't know why Adam Cole, well, I guess they're trying to build up Kyle O'Reilly, but nevertheless, that's a story for another time. But yeah, man, we gotta be careful, bro, with who we allow into our lives. Because at the end of the day, you don't know. It's like some people you could just tell from afar. But some people are just so naturally tricky, like a lot of women out there, that if you allow them to, they'll take everything from you. And I do mean everything. That is not an exaggeration. That is not a metaphor. That's just plain fact. They will take everything from you, and they will make sure that you're left with nothing. And the worst case scenario is that they leave you with nothing while making you look like the bad guy in the situation when they're the ones going out cheating. It's a guy on YouTube right now. I mean, it's a guy on YouTube right now. Like right now at this moment. He was talking about how he was talking about how guys had, how his wife had cheated on him, and he had to pay, of course, alimony and all that. And in the process of him having to pay all that money, he ended up, losing, I think, like half of his 401k, or like a good portion of it. It was over, like, it was nearly $200,000 of his 401k retirement plan. I'm probably late for work. I think I'm good. But yeah, he lost $200,000 of his 401k. He lost his house that he was staying in, and he had to move into like a 2-bedroom apartment. Like every payment that he gets essentially is going, a portion of that is going to her. And that's not counting his mental health, not being able to trust, women ever again. Because damn, look at the situation. She cheated on him, and she she basically got a free check just for, fucking his life up. And he's the one going through all the mental stress. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them what the fuck situations that you just can't, that you really can't ignore if you paid attention to the story. But some of y'all know what I'm talking about. It was a white dude with a beard. It looked like he was in his garage. But it was just one of them what the fuck situations that, oh shit, oh goddamn, can't believe I picked that up. All right, whatever. One of these days, them tickets gonna pay off. But nah, it was really one of them situations where it's like, damn, was the man not treating you good like that? Because here's the thing, I don't like when people try to say things like it's my side, your side, and then the truth. That lets me know that you can't even trust yourself. When people say stupid shit like that to me, it's stupid. Well, obviously, I just said so, but it's when people say things like that, it's like they don't even trust themselves to tell you the truth. And if you can't, it's your God, like you was there, so that you telling me you just gonna lie for your own benefit? Most people would, but people with morals, we ain't finna lie. Not to just get ourselves off at the end of the day. Shit. It's not the reality of it. That don't mean you gotta be no street, you ain't gotta be no, you know what I'm saying? If you play in the streets, you ain't gotta be no snitch. But at the same time, you ain't gotta try to just bail yourself out. You know what I'm saying? If that's the truth of the situation. You know what I'm saying? The streets go by one code.